Hello everyone. Welcome on the replay. Hey, no problem person, Clabell 2, Kate, Frank, all these people joining. Welcome. Those on the replay, welcome. Everybody joining in, good evening. You can hear me fine? I did an update on my iPad for iOS 9. I don't know if anybody's heard that for replays, it's been jacked up. So I was able to see you guys. Hi, hey Barb, you got me. Thank you, Barb. Follow Barb Raveling right there. That's the one I've been referencing in my scopes and talking about. I left links in my YouTube. Hey, Vinny Rebus. Thanks for joining in. Everybody can hear me fine? Can you hear me okay? What about the quality of the video? Because the iOS update, my replays weren't played, but I was able to actually upload them to YouTube. So you can check my YouTube channel, Share My World Show, and you can actually follow me on all social media under Share My World Show. You can't see me though. Oh man. Wow. So you can hear me, but you can't see me. What about now? Can you see me now? I have the headphones on so you can hear me, but you can't see me. It's a still picture. Oh, man. It says video will resume if signal improves, so it's still not working. I just found somebody said that this would help if I did the headphones prior, so you hear but don't see, but I could see myself. This is crazy with this update. But listen, go to my YouTube channel tomorrow and I will have uploaded this video because apparently, yeah, it's bad because none of the replays are working. So I can see myself, right? I can hear myself talking. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me because they said that with the update, it freezes. Wow, this is bad. I thought this workaround would be okay. This will probably be my last scope then for a minute if this doesn't work. Oh, that sucks. But please go to my YouTube channel, Share My World Show. And I think whatever's going on, Catch, because I get my replays, caught by Catch. I'm able to download them and then upload them to YouTube. And that looked like it works. So is the update for all iPhones or just the 6? It's for any iPhone. I think that if you just do the update, because I have an old iPhone, and this is the iPad that I'm doing it on. Yeah, hey S Bailey 7. So if you want to stick with me, I appreciate it. Lakeisha Riddick, blogger, online talk radio show host. And please go to my YouTube channel, Share My World Show, so that you can be able to hopefully watch and hear, not just hear me. But if you just want to hear, that's fine too. So, and I have a blog, sharemyworldshow.com, that you can actually go and check out as well. I have some before and during pictures on there, and it's great. Thanks. So today I wanted to talk about laugh at my pain. I didn't say laugh at your pain. I'm saying laugh at my pain. And I came up with this topic because I'm in a bloggers challenge. It's called Black Girls Bloggers Challenge. And the topic that was given to us was about laughter. I'm not a real funny comedian type person, so I was thinking, like, what am I going to talk about? Laughing. And then what came to me was laugh at my pain. And anybody watched Kevin Hart's Laugh at My Pain? I don't know if you guys can respond or not. I'll pretend it's a podcast. Okay, Barb, I appreciate you working with me. Everybody else work with me here until you can actually see the audio and the video work together. This is just... Well, you know what? It's alive. Okay, Kevin Hart, he's a comedian. He has like a gazillion million followers, social media, and he's pretty funny. So he did, hey, Shermanita. I don't know what's going on. People are saying that they can hear me, but they can't see me. It's like a still picture or something. I did the iOS 9 update and it like jacked stuff up. But please, if you want to listen as a podcast, you could do that. That's great. Or if you'd like to go to my YouTube channel tomorrow, I'll have repurposed the video. And it seems like it worked yesterday when the replay wasn't working now, but hopefully it'll work, doing it tomorrow. So I don't know, but I'm just gonna go, right? This is live, so I'm just gonna keep it going. I was talking about Kevin Hart's movie Laugh at My Pain. And Kevin Hart, he's funny. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Laugh, laugh, laugh. But he frequently talks about his family, and he talks about his father, and he talks about his marriage, and he talks about his friends. And one bit he talks about, and anybody who's watched it, they'll know, all right, all right, all right. Talking about his dad. Now, I don't know if this is true, if it's just dramatized or whatever, but talks about his dad as a crackhead or cokehead, and how he would embarrass him at like different public events and functions and stuff like that. The big thing, sound keeps going out every once in a while too. Oh man. What about now? Is that better? Because I'm on the headphones. So can you hear me now better, Barb? I'm trying to do different things to work here. I have the headphones on, and it has like a little mic, so let's see if that works a little better. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I'll just hold the mic to my mouth a little bit better. So if you see, when you see it, you'll see me holding the mic. Hey, I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work. So Kevin Hart, in his comedy routine, he actually is laughing and talking about his dad and the drugs and how his dad would embarrass him. It's only every once in a while, so hard to tell. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going here. I'm not going to stay on long. And hopefully you'll hear the good stuff and be able to... Hey, Tamira, having some challenges here. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm going to still keep talking. People say that they can hear me, so treat it as a podcast. And if you'd like, go to my YouTube channel tomorrow, Share My World Show, and hopefully the video and audio will work out. So, and I was talking about Kevin Hart, Laugh at My Pain. That's where I came up with the idea for my blog post today to do my challenge. And if you check the hashtag Black Girls Blog, you'll see the other ladies who are doing it as well. So, hey, T Young 01. So Kevin is laughing about his father and stuff. And I was able to say to myself, well, if this is true, that's not funny. That's not something funny. Hey, you joined back in, Cat Eyes. And from Maryland, thanks for joining. I'm like, that's not a funny thing to be laughing about, your father being on drugs and then embarrassing you, right? But at some point, if this is true, he was able to take that pain, I would say recycle it and repurpose it, and be able to laugh at it. Not only laugh at it himself, wanted to see if the video would come back. Did it come back in, Cat Eyes? But he was able to laugh at it. But not only him laugh at his own pain, he was able to tell his story. Hey, Shermanita, did it come back in or not? I don't know. No, it's still. Okay, well, just go with me. I appreciate you. I can see your comments. I can see you joining in. So if you hold on just a little bit, I'm not going to be too long tonight. I'd appreciate it. And again, if you have to go, I thank you for joining anyway. And again, go to my blog, sharemyworldshow.com. Check it out. Subscribe, comment, and go to the YouTube channel, and hopefully the video will upload and you can hear me and see me, because that's what worked yesterday. So I thought to myself, that's a huge thing, to be able to laugh at your own pain when we know that that's a painful experience. So how would you do that? How do you recycle your pain? How do you repurpose your pain? And for me, what came to me is the fact that you have to have a perspective change. Hey, I'm seeing some hearts too, so somebody's out there that you have. I see another heart. I see a few more hearts, blue hearts. Yes. Thank you. So somebody's out there. I appreciate it. So you have to be able to have a perspective change to look at your pain differently. Again, if this is Kevin Hart's real story, I don't know if it's true or not. That is a painful situation to have. Okay, Sherm, thanks for joining back in. I don't know if it's any different or not, but thank you. I appreciate you for coming back in. And how can I do that? You know my struggles. I've been sharing with you my faith weight loss journey. I restarted it on April 20th with me to lose the weight for 280 pounds, 5 feet 4 inches, and a lot of private pain, right? And dealing with public shame. I say it that way because the private pain was the rejection, the fear, lack of faith, low self-esteem. covered up in, hair, I don't wear that much makeup, but, the career, my role as a wife, my role as a mother, all these other things, but they were still private pain, right? But then the public shame is I can't hide the weight. So people would see it. So people would look and be like, these are my thoughts. Nobody said this to me, right? Nobody would that has some tact. But the point of the matter is that I felt it was my private pain on public shame display. And Jolynn Braley, you can follow her as well. Like I said, if you go on their replay list or my list to see Barb Raveling, follow her. She has some good teachings as well. But Jolynn Braley, JOLYNN BRALEY. She talked about this emotional intelligence scale, and I'm happy to learn from people. So that's why I talk about basically following people and learning from them. So she was able to share that shame is the lowest level on the emotional intelligence scale. I never knew that. And if you think about it, what did God say? He wanted us to be naked and unashamed. So it makes sense. She didn't talk about it from a biblical standpoint, but I just felt that we are not supposed to be ashamed. We're not supposed to, our pain should not make us feel ashamed. But the problem is that we internalize those things because we feel we have no power. We feel that we are helpless, we are hopeless. And that's how I felt with my private pain until April 20th, 2015, when God, showed me that as long as I take one step, that one little mustard seed step of faith, that he will help me all the rest. And here I am, day 148 on this journey where he's changing my mind. He's transforming me from the inside out while I'm releasing the weights, right? Hey, Sandy, thanks for joining in. Having a little difficulties here, but thanks for the hearts. I can see your hearts. I can see you joining in. What you see is, I can see your comments. They said that the screen is frozen. So I did the iOS update. So I'm telling people to please go to my YouTube channel tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have it uploaded tonight, and you can hopefully be able to see the video and be able to hear me, because you can hear me. So treat it as a podcast. So my thoughts were, okay, how can I laugh at my pain? So if you go to my website, sharemyworldshow.com, you'll be able to see some pictures of me actually today laughing at my pain. Now, for me, my pain, again, worn on the outside. And you'll see, you read about it, but I'm just going to tell you, right? I have been wearing, this is some workout clothes, right? Okay. But I've been wearing workout clothes for a month. My husband is saying, could you please throw these things out? He would call them droopy drawers. Droopy drawers, because the pants were so big that when you look in the crotch area, they would be drooping. But I would not do it. He would say, babe, come on, let's give them away. Babe, come on, put them to the side. You really can't wear them. Look how you look in these things. Let's go get you some new yoga pants. Let's go get you some new workout pants. I'm telling you guys, I refused to do it. So today, in this theme of laugh at my pain, and again, talking about Kevin Hart and how he was able to repurpose his pain, recycle his pain, and then laugh at it himself, and then eventually be able to do stand-up routines about it, I said, you know what? I'm holding on to, it's funny. You got to see the pictures to see how big these things are, okay? All right. Like I said, I started at 280, 5 feet 4 inches. That's a lot of weight on this frame. But these pants, they're big. They are big. And I was able to see it today. I didn't really see it before, but you know what? I didn't want to see it because my mind was still, as Jolynn Braley would say, a fat mindset, fear-attracting thoughts. Those fear-attracting thoughts for me were, man, if I get rid of these pants, what if I really didn't lose the weight? Or what if I regain the weight? Or you know what? What if my size is really not, smaller? All of these fear-attracting thoughts was tied into these pants. So these pants were a reminder of that, and I didn't want to let it go. But today, again, with this topic that was given to me, you feel that, right, Cat Eyes? Sometimes it's a subtle thing, you don't realize it, but I was able to identify, hey, Yancey Geraldine, stick with me here, treat it like a podcast. I know you may not be able to see me move, but I appreciate you sticking with me. And you can go to my YouTube channel, Share My World Show, to actually see the video tomorrow. Hopefully the video and the audio work together. Did the iOS update? I don't know. They got some challenges. So I was able to get rid of those pants. I'm putting them in the giveaway pile, and I'm able to laugh at my pants. I didn't give away my size 14 and 16 since I was solidly in 10 to 12. I hear you. I hear you. I feel you. Excuse me. So, but you'll see some other pants on the page. Now, I'll tell you, so you get a little preview for those who hadn't gone to my blog. The pants that I'm talking about, that were droopy drawers, they were size 22, 24. And they were like sweatpants, wide-legged sweatpants or whatever, right? I mean, they're just too big. Then I have some other pants that are considered kind of yoga pants. They're 12, 14. They are too big too. Now, that's huge for me. It's a poor connection. Yeah, it's bad, Geraldine. But again, if you can listen in and hear me out, I appreciate you for sticking around. If not, please check out my replay on YouTube. I'm going to upload it because apparently the issues on Periscope with this iOS 9 update are not compatible yet. That's interesting. And here I am, an IT person, and I'm like, who did this release? My husband said it too. He was like, they did this release. They didn't do much testing. They did it early. They did it too early. If I was a manager on this project, there was a lot of heads would be rolling. Okay. Anyway, so I was able to laugh at my pain. Laugh at my pain means that I was able to look and say, you know what, enemy? You thought you had me. And you know my theme music, right? I always talk about theme music. My theme music on repeat was He Turned It by Ty Tribbett. And the lyrics go, the devil thought he had me, thought that my life, oh, you just updated. Oh, well, Geraldine, if you updated, you may have difficulty with your scopes because it's something with the front-facing camera that it'll freeze. So I'm sorry to tell you that, or whatever, sorry. But the lyrics for Ty Tribbett, the devil thought he had me, thought that my life was over. He thought by now I'd give up. Yes, it's bad. He thought I had no more, but that's when someone greater stepped in my situation. My mourning has now begun. He turned it, and that's God. He turned my situation. The devil thought he had me. Yes, that's my song too. On theme music playlist, on repeat, because that's how I'm able to laugh at my pain. Think about it. That's a shout song. Yes, indeed it is. Think about when Jesus was on the cross, right? Jesus on the cross, the devil, he just thought, oh yeah, when Jesus dies, that's it. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. But he thought, that's it. I won. It is finished. When Jesus said it is finished, the devil thought, yes, I am good. It is finished. I won. But when that veil, we got to get out the car just to do the shout. I feel you, Geraldine. I feel you. But the devil, he thought it was over. He thought that when Jesus was on the cross and when he said it is finished, and that I'm telling you, the thunders, the earthquake, and then the veil tore in that temple, he was shook. Because, yeah, it was over for him. It was over for him. We have the victory. We have eternal life. We have the gift of eternal life because Jesus died. He sacrificed his life on the cross for us. But the devil had no idea. It's the same thing with our pain. He thought that we would what? Give up by now. He thought that our pain would take us out. I mean, I look at myself, man. I mean, just almost a year ago, where I didn't want to live. I wanted to admit myself to a hospital. I wanted to run away. I mean, I had all kind of not healthy thoughts because I just felt just in pain. Okay, Geraldine, thank you. I felt in pain. And I'm telling you, people think sometimes when we're overweight, and this is just my journey, but again, whatever weight you're dealing with, I told you my root issues were fear, rejection, lack of faith, those types of things, right? But the pain can consume you to the point where you feel so hopeless that you don't want to live. You don't want to do anything. I mean, that's the reality. But God. And the devil thought he had you. He thought your life was over, right? I mean, he thought by now you give up. Here I am, 43 years old, and I'm still moving day by day, 148 days on this journey of allowing God to transform my mind by me, and then me being transformed by the renewing of my mind. So that's my gift to you, to encourage you that the enemy thinks that your life is over because of the pain that you're suffering. But let me tell you something. Psalms 30 verse 5 says, guess what? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Let me tell you something. That's how you're able to laugh at your pain. Because there is going to be a morning where you are going to wake up and you're going to be like, you know what? That joy is there. And how do we get that joy? What does God say? The God says the joy of the Lord is our strength, right? Nehemiah 8 and 10. And please go read these verses. And even Nehemiah 8 and 10 in context, okay? What Ezra, the prophet Ezra, is reading the law to the children, well, the Israelites, and then Nehemiah comes, and they are weeping because he's explaining the law to them. So it's like happy tears, but at the same time they're like, "Dang!" I think they were convicted, right? Like, whoa, this is amazing. We didn't know these things, but now thanks for telling us these things, right? But guess what? Nehemiah says, the joy, I'm going to read it to you so you hear it directly. Then he said to them, "Go eat of the fat, drink of the sweet, and send portions to him who has nothing prepared, for this day is holy to our Lord. Do not be grieved, for the joy of the Lord is your strength." He's telling them, don't be sad, be happy, because what? God is happy that you're getting it. So here's the three things to get to the point where you can laugh at your pain. One, get to the root of your pain. Don't just deal with put a Band-Aid on the surface issues. And thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. I guess if you're on the web or if you're listening on Periscope, I really, really appreciate it. Because this was a message that I wanted to get out. So I pray, thank you for the hearts. I can see some of them there. I really do appreciate it. So first thing, identify the root issues. Because if not, you're just going to be putting Band-Aids on it and the scab's going to keep coming off and it's not going to be healed properly, right? Second thing, ask God to heal you. Go in his word. Find out what he says about that issue. Find acceptance for me, right? That was rejection. Find faith. That was for me, right? Find love. That was all of these things that the devil thought he had you with. Find the opposite of those things to affirm yourself with. And then you got to go through the process of healing. There's recovery. Just like if you had physical surgery, you just can't get up and be like, "Oh, I'm done. The doctor says you have to recover X, Y, Z." You got to do these things. And if you don't do those things, you're shortcutting your recovery process, right? So the same thing. Go through the process. There's purpose in the process. There's wisdom in the wait. The doctors to tell you that. So why not, believe that for God? The fourth thing, thank God and believe him for the healing in advance. Just like if you went and got a surgery done, right? Okay. Don't think, "Oh, well, I'll be healed after the recovery." No, you believe you're healing when you walk out the door. Okay? And then lastly, laugh at your pain. Laugh at the reminder of the pain. Laugh at the enemy for thinking that he had you. Thought that your life was over. He thought by now you'd give up. Right? He thought you'd take no more. Right? He had no more in you. But that's when someone greater stepped in your situation, right? And now your morning has begun. He turned it. So again, those things. Get to the root of your pain. Second, ask God to heal the pain. Third, go through the process of healing willingly, not just lay back and do nothing. And again, even in a physical surgery or that kind of thing, you have to do something, right? You have to change the bandages. You have to take the medicine. Whatever it is God is telling you to do, do it. Fourth, believe and thank God in advance for the healing. And lastly, laugh at your pain. That's the only reason why I'm able to do that today. And I am still being processed. I'm still having, moments where I may be like, I don't know what's going on here. But today I was able to laugh, and I hope you're able to laugh with me. Again, that's what I'm saying with Kevin Hart. There's no way, if this stuff is true, that he's able to do these comedy routines, sell out arenas all over the world. Well, at least I hope not. And not really have dealt with or really have gotten to the root of those pains. Because that's a painful thing to be dealing with, especially a father, dealing with drug kind of issues. Hey, T Young. I don't know what's going on, but thanks for you for trying to come back in. I'm about to wrap it up. So again, everybody that came in, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Go to my blog, sharemyworldshow.com. You can see the pictures that I've talked about tonight, where I actually was able to finally laugh at my pain. And go to my YouTube channel, probably tomorrow morning, where I will have uploaded my video, this replay, and hopefully the video and the audio will be working, because I can see myself talking fine. I can see your comments. I can see the hearts and your comments and everything, but I guess with this iOS 9 update, it didn't work. And somebody told me a little fix, but I guess it didn't work. And I did everything that she said to do. I put the headphones on before I did the Periscope. So I don't know. But again, I appreciate you guys for following me. All social media, Share My World Show. And thank you for sharing my world. Now go and share your world with others. Be blessed.